History of Fort Van Der Wijck di Gombong, Kebumen, Central Java. Before becoming a fortress, where the Fort Cochius or Fort Van Der Wijck was founded was an office of the Verenigde Oostindische Company VOC in Gombong. The office building was later converted into a fort in 1818 according to information contained in the fort. Construction was carried out during the reign of Governor-General Goddard, Alexander Gerard Philip Baron van der Capellen. In other sources it is stated that the fort was built in 1844. The fort was built by Frans David Cochius and was completed in 1848. The fort was later named Fort Cochius. Frans David Cochius was a Dutch army officer who was also an expert on fort building. The Java War or the Diponegoro War that erupted in 1825 to 1830 was quite troublesome for the Dutch East Indies. The war led by Prince Diponegoro could be broken by the Dutch East Indies government through a strategy called Fort Stelsel. This strategy was created by General de Kock, which began to be used in 1827. In this strategy, the Dutch built forts in several areas in central Java, Yogyakarta, and East Java to narrow the space for the guerrilla movement carried out by Prince Diponegoro and his troops. The trading office of the former Verenigde Oostindische Company VOC in Gombong was later used as an army headquarters to support the strategy of Fort Stelsel. This fort was built by the Dutch military by employing approximately 1,400 people from Bonyumas and Bagelen. In 1856, Fort Cochius functioned as a military school pupillenschule or cadet school for Europeans. The fort was renamed Fort Van Der Wijck as a reward for his services in the Dutch military. During the Japanese occupation, Fort Van Der Wijck still functioned as a training ground for soldiers. This function still lasted until Indonesia's independence. The fort was used as an Abri barracks until 1980. After that, the fort was converted into a residence for members of the army until 2000. This Dutch heritage fort building has an octagonal plan, to floors with a height of 10 meters, and has four entrances located in the four cardinal directions with the main door located on the southwest side. This fort building has walls as thick as 1.4 meters. On the first floor of Fort Van Der Wijck there are 4 entrances and 16 large rooms, each measuring 18 meters by 6.5 meters, and there are also 27 other rooms of different sizes. On the first floor there are 72 windows with 63 connecting doors and exits, and there are 8 stairs to the second floor and 2 emergency stairs. On the second floor there are 70 connecting doors, 80 for windows, 16 large rooms each measuring 18 meters, 6.5 meters, 25 small rooms, and there are 4 stairs to the roof. Fort Van Der Wijck has a pyramid-shaped roof made of red brick, shaped like a terrace, measuring 3 meters by 3 meters by 1.5 meters of there are to ventilation. In addition to the fort, there are other buildings as supporting elements such as prisons, garages, soldiers' barracks, office logistics buildings, hospitals, and the Dutch Tomb complex.